Okay, so this is a brief explanation video of how to use the simple accessory maker and its features that are currently in a version of 1.3. So first feature I will talk about is the create window. It's used to, of course, well, as its name suggests, create the accessory. So the first thing you want to do, besides preparing your accessory, which for me is the sword that I found in toolbox, you want to give it a name. I will call it, of course, sword. You can select your rig type if you want R15 or R6, and then you select the attachment point which you want the accessory to connect to. For that, I recommend showing the show constraint details in the view option, so you can see where every single constraint is on the rig as well as its name. For me, I want the sword to be on the back, so I will go into body back attachment. Once I find it in the list, I select it and press continue. I can then select my main primary part of the accessory, which will be its handle. Of course, this mode supports multiple object accessories, so you can have multiple of them instead of having one mesh. So I will select the handle of the sword. You can of course deselect it or select a different one if you want as well. Then we press continue. We want to select now the rest of the sword that will be connected to our handle as one accessory. You can see that the accessory got already created here, but it's still yet not usable. After we've pressed continue, we have another rig. This rig is to configure our placement of the accessory. So we have a button to reselect the attachment because it's very important to move the accessory itself instead of everything inside of it. Otherwise the script may fail and the accessory may not look how you want it. So after we move the accessory, of course, to our likings, I will put it on the back like this, and we press continue. We have made an accessory already, and this is the result. You can see the attachment point is here, and once I put it on a R6 rig, it of course works. Our next feature of this plugin is the edit feature, which allows you to edit already created before accessories as well as possibly accessories made without the use of this plugin, but I don't assure 100% compatibility. We select our rig type. I'm gonna of course select R6. Then we select our accessory that we created, and it spawns us a rig that we can edit. So for example, I want the sword to be maybe on the other side. I of course rotate it. I can also move it slightly to the bottom of the torso, and I press continue, which updates the accessory, and if I put it on our rig, you can see that it's updated. The last feature of this plugin, as of version 1.3, which also implements it, is Rig Create, which allows you to create multiple accessories at once based on already preset rig by yourself earlier. For example, I have this rig called Accessories Rig with already some mesh parts placed on it. Those are not accessories, as you can see, those are just mesh parts. Now, to have them turned into accessories, I could use the first feature I talked about, which is to create them an accessory for each and individual them. And that would take a bit, so who would want to do that? So we can open the rig create function, which automatically detects the rig type as it uses the newest code that I implemented, which may also be ported to other features that I talked about further in the development as I update the plugin. So we select the plugin like before we were selecting the handle. Of course it supports for both R15 and R6. and it checks if the rig is compatible and doesn't have missing limbs, for example, so there should be no issues. Once we select our rig, it of course tells it that we selected it. We press select. Now it puts the rig into a folder. Now we need to take all the things we want to turn into accessories into this folder, which should get detected by the plugin, which it did, 3 meshes. Once I press continue, it highlights the currently edited mesh, which is for me the flashlight. I want the flashlight to be a neck attachment, so we find a neck attachment and we call it flashlight. I press continue. Then there's the sword. I want it to be on the back again because I feel like that's where the swords go. Now we have the laser gun. I'm just gonna call it a gun, because why not? And I'm going to search for right grip attachment. After I've done that, it says it's done, and as you can see, those are already turned into accessories and they are put on the rig. If I take them and put them on a different rig of R6, you can see that they fully work, meaning I spent almost no time at all to configure all of those accessories.